Hello, everybody. Welcome to 21 Million. My name is Pete. Before we start, make sure you like and subscribe right now. Give it a like right now, real quick. Knock it out. Are we still in a bear market? The question everyone's asking themselves: are we still in a bear market? Yesterday hurt. Yesterday was not fun, but I think it's all according to plan, and ultimately it's going to shake out well. But let's take a look. Let's just jump into things. Today we're going to go over, I think, a couple stocks we're going to take a peek at, a couple gaps that need to fill with the stock market, and yeah, let's go. Let's roll. So firstly, let's take a look at CoinMarketCap. Do you guys use CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko? I'm curious. Drop it in the comments. And also down below, we have our link for MarketCypher. MarketCypher B is absolutely fantastic, and also Bybit. I've been using Bybit over Femex lately, but onward and upward. We have market cap still over $1 trillion, so everybody can just relax. 24-hour volumes at $55 billion. It's up a little bit from earlier this week, which we saw at around 40. I think as low as 30. It's up a little bit. Bitcoin dominance is at 42%, which it's been hovering around, and we have ETH dominance at 18.7. Guys, just keep in mind this weekend, I know that the market's a little volatile right now. Just keep in mind that Coinbase is going down. I forget which day it was. I thought it was the 4th. I think it's tomorrow. They shut down. So if you're looking to make trades this weekend, or you're looking to make moves, or you want to move your stuff, you shouldn't even be keeping your stuff on there anyways. But if you want to get ahead of it a little bit, I think so yesterday, from what I've read, from all the whale indicators, there's one person sold. It seems like it's a coordinated effort with the maintenance that goes. I don't know why, maybe extra panic that Coinbase is going to be shut down this weekend. You're not going to be able to, I guess, make any transactions. So it might be a way to spread a little bit more fear. People get out, maybe get better positions. Whales do things to, that are advantageous to themselves. So just keep that in mind for this weekend. I had a little bit. I just actually converted. I just put more money into the market, so I just took it off and put it into one of my other wallets, so I can make transactions this weekend if there's any volatility, which it's possible. But when we get to the charts, we'll go through that a little bit better, because things definitely got a little freaky last night. They definitely got freaky. So let's see. So everything's in the red. So we have, that's a nice little drop right there, right? On Bitcoin. You guys can't even see that right now. I got to fix this. I have my overlay being fixed, but all the markets are dropping off at the end. Obviously, we all saw that. Bitcoin's at 22,439. It's down a full 1,000 from yesterday. And I think it was as low as 22, but we'll take a look at that in a moment. Ethereum's at 1575. We have BNB's at 289, under $300. We have XRP's at 36 cents. Cardano's at 33 cents. And we have Polygon's at $1.17. It's still holding strong. I think with the last dip, it went down to $1.15. But it's been as high as, I think, $1.80. Maybe we'll take the 1 day. Let's go 3 month. $1.59. But we'll take a look. Maybe we'll take a look at Polygon today. There's a couple. Let me move them to the top of the list. We're going to take a look at Polygon today. I want to take a look at the S&P. We're going to take a look at Costco. Actually, a friend of mine got into a position yesterday. I hate telling people after they get in that I don't think it was a good, a good position. You know, when somebody tells you they, they just bought something, telling them I don't think it's a good idea. We're going to take a look at DXY, Dixie. Today's going to be interesting. What else do we? If you have anything you want to look at, definitely send me a message or drop it in the comments if you want me to go through it. And there's a couple other stocks I want to take a look at. I think I want to take a look at. Let me add these to the list. LABD and LABU. We're going to take a look at also. Another friend put me onto them. And I put Tesla on there already, right? Let me make sure Tesla's on there because we're going to take a look at Tesla too. Tesla had a not so good day yesterday. Put Tesla to the top. And also we're going to look at this Bitcoin CME. We'll take a look at all those today. Yeah. Everything's so red. It's so... Okay, anyways, let's go. Okay, so what we have here... Yeah, Polygon. Okay. Sorry, I got caught up. So, yeah, let's see. Polygon, yep, $1.17. Doge, it's under 8 cents now. Doge scares me. Elon comes out tomorrow and says, I don't want to do it anymore. He just abandons it. It's over. People get crushed. Solana's holding tight at $12 or $20. Pretty remarkable. Litecoin's down to $89. Another thing. So Litecoin, if mining is if mining makes something not a security, then Litecoin would be also not a security. It wouldn't be all altcoins. It would just be staking, a proof of stake. And that's a proof of work. So, and there are some that are proof of work. So it's kind of weird that Gensler is putting all altcoins together, lumping them up. All right, let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index. Still neutral, even with that drop yesterday. Still neutral. I wish there was a way. Do they show? Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's been pretty. Oh, it's 1 month, 3 month. So it had to be January 2023. We went to neutral. Let's go max. No, extreme fear. 9. It got rejected. It looks like he's getting rejected off of neutral. All right, let's go max. I want to see 2019. That's really what we want to see. Let's actually go max. I wish this was on TradingView. Somebody should make this for TradingView. I want to go to like March of 2019. Where were we? There were still points of extreme fear in 2019. But 2020 was the pump. July was still fear. But there was points of greed. So June was the peak, and then it started to sell off. And then March of 2020, it's probably somewhere over here. Yep. And then we have more extreme fear. So right now we're kind of in the middle. So we're like over here somewhere. But it looks like it's gotten rejected, comes back down, comes back up. It kind of goes with the market, I guess. So yeah, so maybe we do see an extreme fear. It dropped down. March of 2019, 42, 36. So right now we're sitting at 50. 50 neutral. Like I said, if the price kind of goes sideways a little bit, down a little bit more, maybe we get a little fearish. I don't see this really swinging either way. I mean, I would love to be greed. Greed means price going up. So I guess we're going to We're going to find out. So let's just read a couple headlines before we go on to the charts. And actually, this is the other one I want to take a look at. What a good. This would have been a beautiful segue if I'd be planned at all. Let me put this on the list too. We're going to take a look at Silvergate. Silvergate getting real freaky. Hold on, let's see what we got here. Put them on the list. We'll take a look at them too. I like that I can just check everything off to red. Good. All right. We're getting better every day. So let's take a look at Silvergate. So Silvergate was Silvergate. We're just going to read some headlines. I'm not going to go through these articles real quick. We're just going to blow through a couple things. Was Silvergate on borrowed time as regulators backed banks away from crypto? As customers abandoned the prominent California-based crypto bank, its future gets increasingly murky. And when you see the chart, you're going to see it's actually it's one of the most wild charts I've ever seen. And it's one of those things where it's either it's going to make people really rich right now or people are going to get crushed. So that's a complete gamble. But we're going to get to that in a moment. And next thing, real quick, Meta should ban teams from Metaverse, senators tell Zuckerberg. And I scanned it real quick, and it said that they're losing money despite losing more than $13.7 billion in the project in 2002. Get your kids off the Metaverse. Let them outside. Get them outside. Let them be kids. Let them play outside. Stop handing your kids electronic devices. So, onward, upward. Let's go to the charts. Okay, so I made this nice and pretty now. We got the halvenings all set up. I have what I say is going to be end of bull market. We're going to put this middle. So bull markets end. This is the monthly. They end basically 75 weeks after. They peak out nearly, our expectation would be. I got rid of, you know what I did? I got rid of my my favorites bar. I don't know how to get it back. I've been looking, and I can't find how to get this thing back. Yeah, somebody help me. So I got to go the long way. Anyway, so top of bull market is going to be somewhere near this red line. Okay, it's going to be close if history repeats. And somebody made a comment yesterday. If everyone knew about the 4-year cycle, everyone would be rich. And it's like, these are just the first two. It's like, where was everybody? It just happens every 4 years. Look at here it happened again, 2013. I didn't set it up. This one's the first one that's a little bit different. This is like 20 weeks, I think, in either direction. But yeah, when it doesn't work, let's talk when it doesn't work. It's just what is happening currently. So this is just what we have. We have a 4-year cycle that's predictable. And could it change now? Yeah, totally. And it's really at the brink of being, it is different. Every time it is a little bit different. Okay. We have, I hate to have these commercials. I say it every day. We have, we don't have a blow off top last time, right? We have over here, this is March of 2020. We had those shenanigans happen. Over here we have a liquidity issue, I believe, with Bitfinex. I really have to, I bring it up every day. I really just need to Google it, what exactly happened. There was something there with an exchange. So there is things. And before that was in 2000, over here, this drop here, I'd have to get the dates to be for sure. We have Mount Gox. So, oh man, the commercial that just came on was for Pfizer, telling people to get their booster shots. It's disgusting. Um, if you guys heard that, just ignore it. So we have. I didn't realize my screen's not back on. Sorry. Yes, what I was just saying was the points that I was just saying was they are different. They're similar. They rhyme. Okay, they don't have to be exact. It rhymes. Okay, so we have it rhymes. So peak, down, up, down. It rhymes. Over here we have we don't have a blow off top. That makes it different. Okay, we have over here. We have 2020, March of 2020, that collapse. Okay, we have. I mean, we have over here is FTX. Over here we have Bitfinex. This. Normally you would say this wouldn't happen. Okay, this is 2011. I think this is Mount Gox. So it is different. It's not exactly the same. It just happens to. It's following a certain trend, and it could change. But right now it hasn't so far. Okay, but let's look at the monthly real quick. Let's see if we have anything here. So no, it's crazy. So got old school Nirvana. Okay. So let's take a look right here. Let's take a look at the money flow. I love Market Cypher B. Like I said, the link's down below. Give it a try. Market Cypher B is fantastic. So what we have here is, we're in the money. It looks like we're trending down, like I've been saying. That could be part of the diminishing returns. And this could be the change that we thought that people are saying. It could be. But we have... what it bothers me? People compare crypto to the .com bubble, and I could see the alts going away. A lot of them. There's too many. There's whatever it is, 20,000 now. I remember when there wasn't many. There was like 1,500, and I thought that was a lot. I could see that going away, and maybe that could be the bubble burst. That's why I don't hold too much faith in the market cap, because all it takes is for one coin to make a transaction to be a part of the market, to influence the market cap. To be a part of the market cap, there must be a certain amount of volume. I think that should be a stipulation. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's go drop down to the weekly. Let's see what we have here. So on the weekly, I have the previous monthly support and resistance, which we are below. Okay, we could have a trend line, something like this going right now. This could be if the flash crash through and out. This would be, this would be pretty strong. Having a gap come down, when you have these giant bars and then having them filled, is strong. This is a strong area. The gap would be. Actually, that's interesting. I hate that I got rid of my bar. So the gap would have been from here to here. And it doesn't have to fill all the time. But what you would have is the gap from the previous wick and then the wick after it. So it'd be down a little bit more like this. And you could see this went up to try and fill it. Okay? And then this candle obviously filled the rest. Okay, so, I mean, you would think if this is considered the fill, I mean, it's possible. I mean, could we see it go down into this area? If it went into this area over here, I would say that it's a definite, it's a good spot to put a long. That's if it breaks this trend that we see already. Let me tighten it up a little bit. It's probably something similar to this. I like that it didn't close over here. Closed above it. Made its way over, back in, tested it. We're testing it a second time. Maybe this is a double bottom. You know, could we have a double bottom here and then the move up? You know, we're looking to get over, I think it was like, what's this area right here? 25.3. So this area right here is significant for us to, guys, I keep on forgetting to share the screen. I can't believe I did that again. The area that I was just saying, I put the green line right here. Hold on a second. My apologies. What we have here, like I was just showing, the trend line going up. Okay, we have a breakthrough. Okay, then we have a gap that was filled right here, which would be the previous wick down and the previous, the wick after up. Okay, so this gap right here on this candle, this stick, gets filled, and that works for all timelines. Okay, and you can see this candle went up, shot up, and tried to fill it. Okay, and then this one closed it completely on. Now, if we were going to get a little conspiracy-ish, would be that there is a gap here. This is another drastic move to the upside. Okay, this gap could be bigger. So normally, stuff like this gets filled. You know, they overlap fully. You don't really see it where it doesn't. Not much. Usually they go around and they fill each other. So this is something interesting. This is on the weekly. This could, you know, it's possible. In this area, though, I just don't think that this is man-made. So kind of discrediting it a little bit. But it's just something to keep in mind. If you see it go that low, it might be a good spot to put a long. Any drastic moves you see in the candles, it's a good spot to check out and see. Maybe we should leave that up. I don't want to even hold faith in that at all. But you can see with this candle here, on the week of February 13th, we had a giant move up. And then it just gets filled completely the next day, the next week. It's going to go down. It's going to fill any gap that there is. Even, let's see right here. There's another gap right here. Look. From here to here. This gap right here that was created. This wick to this wick on this candle. Okay. A couple weeks later, it comes down and fills it out. Look, fills it exactly. And then proceeds to move up. So something to keep in mind, something to keep in, and that works on all time frames. So you can look at that everywhere. You know, if you see a big candle up and up to the upside, you can look and see. And there's probably something we have to look today at the daily, in the hourly charts, because there might be something that has to get filled today, because we had a giant move to the downside. You know, there's a big candle today. Last night it's huge. So, you know, $1,000 candle, you know, it's like 5%. It dropped 5% in like more than 5% in minutes. Under 30 minutes, I think it was. So let's keep it moving. Let's look at the 3-day, because lately the 3-day's been a little bullish, and it gives me a little ray of light. Yesterday I was telling myself how bearish it was, and then sure enough, it dropped, and I didn't have a short in. I have to take my own advice. So, money flow. So the money flow on the 3-day, we have it I really got to fix my damn chart. Uh, it's trending upwards. That was a bad line. That wasn't a good doodle. Trending upwards. We have the momentum waves down had diminished. And now we have a red dot coming down. Hopefully we see another move to the upside, which would be nice for March. And hopefully this gets rejected and we put another higher low is what we're looking for here to the upside. We want it to be, for it to go up. If we're looking for longs or if we're looking for, if you guys are just hodlers and you're looking to, for the price just to go up, then you want it to be flush like this. You want lots of green, nice and flush. This is 2020. This is the bull run, and this is back in 2019. I compare us to, this time actually, in this area. Let's take a look. Yeah, this right here. I think we're after here. This would be the bottom, and then we're in, over here. We're in this area. It's funny how there's a gap actually right here. Look, there's a gap here, and I got filled in March of 2020. That's crazy, right? Almost a little past it. It filled it completely, though. That's interesting, right? We were just talking about that. Same thing here. Look at this gap here. Big movement down, and it goes and gets filled, and it actually fills it all in right here in that area. So let's go back and see if there's any movement down. Yeah, right here, look. So here, let's take a look at on the 3-day. We had a giant move on the candle on June 12th. To here. This might be something to keep an eye on. We haven't filled it completely. It's got to go up to 28,000. Yeah, that's interesting. We broke out of it. We might head back up. There's also, we really need to get back into, that's something to maybe keep an eye on, right? I want to change the opacity, make it a little lighter. Lock it. Yeah, maybe we'll keep that there on the 3-day, and we'll keep an eye on that. Days. All right, we'll keep that there. We'll see about this gap right here. Oh, Costco just crossed. Got an alert, guys. So Costco went down. There was something I was watching with Costco, but we'll look at it when we get to that point. The alert should still be up there. Just crossed 472. Okay. That's interesting. And Tesla's up. Okay. You guys can't see that. Okay, so let's take a look at a couple areas on the 3-day with the fib levels. I did some work on my Fibonacci yesterday. Let's take a look here. Let's play some optimal trade entry. I got this idea from my boy, the Don of Doodle, Tom Crown. So, and it's funny because he actually puts this area is similar to what we just spoke about on the weekly. I bet you this is pretty damn close. Let's go back. Let's make this visibility. I want to make this 3. No, 3 to 6. Okay, And let's go back to the weekly. Let's take a look and see where that area is. So if we look back over here, this is in that same area, actually, that we had, I had said there was a gap. So between the, I can't see anything, guys. Yeah, I'm just going to spread it out a little. Actually, hold on. So make sure it stays on there. Yeah, so between the 0.79 and the 0.68, 618 would be an optimal buy area. That would be going from the bottom to the top. Okay. Something interesting. Maybe something we want to keep an eye on. But like I said, I don't want that negativity in my life right now. I want it to break down. I don't. I want to onward and upward. But let's take a look at. Let's look at a golden pocket. Let's take a look at it. Maybe not on the 3-day. Yeah, let's look at it on the 3-day. Screw it. Let's go from this top here to the bottom. So going from the top to the bottom, on this, the optimal buy area would be inside of it right now. So maybe that is a little, but this would be on the way up. This would be a time that they would say short. From down to up would be buy. Would be the buy. But we're not going to look at that, actually. We're going to change the fib. We're going to make it for the golden pocket. I hate that it erases it. It's so annoying. Yeah, let's do it this way. So we have a golden pocket, which should be nice support. That's between the 0.65 and the 0.618 area, which should be optimal support. But as you can see right here, over here, a bunch of points. Over here, rejection, up and through it. Bounced, hit its head right here, again here, and now it's finally got a support. You know, maybe we do go down into this area, maybe. But I'm not subscribing to that too much. I don't think it needs to. See right here, it didn't even hit here. I think we're going to turn around. That's actually a little bullish for me. Right, this was our line from before. Actually, I like this low better. Yeah, I like this low a little bit better. Maybe we do hit that pocket. But there's only 2 touch points. You need 3. So, optimally, it'd be this touch point here. Maybe this one brings it down lower. But then it hits 1, 2, 3. So maybe this pocket, maybe we do, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. That's on the 3-day. So it's going to get interesting. But yeah, maybe we do settle around here and then find that support over the golden pocket. You know, maybe we want to look at this intersection right here, which will put us towards the end of March as maybe some good support level. You know, maybe we do hit this. You know, maybe we do go sideways right now around 22. It's possible. Let's just take, is there any gaps over here? No, the gaps got filled right here already. So I think this is a good support area. We're actually going to leave this up on the visibility, 1 to 8 days. I don't want it on the hours, just on days. Up to 6. I don't want it on the weekly. Okay. Let's go down to the daily. Let's see what we have here. Actually, this trend line too. Hours, days, 6. Cool. So just how we had just made this on the 3-day. Now we see it a little bit better. I can fine tune it a little bit better now on this chart on the daily. So yeah, I'm going to change the color too. I'll make it green. I wish it was brighter. There you go. I'll make it a little thicker. Yeah, so that would be I believe that's our trend line. So could we bleed a little bit more? We could go down, but we also have that golden pocket right here. You know, would be strength. Okay, so something just to keep in mind. This area right here. But on the daily, let's look at the market set for B. Let's look at the money flow. Money flow. So we have a low, higher low, and then it looks like a lower by a smidge, a lower high. It'd be nice to see a bounce here. Obviously, optimistic, perma bear, perma bull. You know, that would be nice to see that right there. Do I have my old drawings in there? Yeah, so it would be nice to see that right there. We do have a red dot not confirmed. Would be a change of momentum to the downside. Momentum coming down. This is on the daily. So it's interesting. And we have the money flow pointing down. RSI is also pointing down. RSI also broke below the moving average. You know, we want it, for price action to go up, we want it to be above, obviously, because then it's going to drag that moving average up. So should be interesting. That's on the daily. Let's go down to the 12-hour. I don't want to spend too much time here. I want to move on. I want to get to some of those stocks, and I want to see what Costco just did. So we have, VWAP is down. Momentum's down. Everything else is pretty bearish, guys. I ain't going to lie. On the 12-hour, so this was a little hope. So the trend would be from this touch point to this touch point to that touch point. Okay? And I can show you where the break was, too. The break yesterday, which was interesting. This is a pretty strong trend. So now the goal would be to find, so here, actually, here's a gap, guys. So on the 12-hour, so the higher the time frame, the stronger it is. So we have here, from here to here, we have a gap. This is a big gap. This is going to get filled. Look at the gap here. From here to here. Okay? It just got filled. It created another gap. This is going to get filled. Okay? You're going to get movement to the upside. This is going to get filled out. Some of it partially, most of it, it's going to get filled. And soon. It happens quick. You know, this is going to drag on. It's 12 hours, so it's going to take maybe a few days, a week. So actually, we're going to put this up here, and we're going to leave this area, and we're going to see as we broadcast. We'll keep an eye on this and see when it so I'll make it check gap fill. I want it inside center. And we'll lock it up. So yeah, we're going to check and see when this gap gets filled on the 12-hour. But don't forget, this candle has to confirm still. So this has to close. So we still have 9 hours left. So this could still wick up more for the day, and this gap can get partially. It can. I mean, obviously, guys, it can wick all the way up and close it out today. But as of right now, we're going to keep that there, and we'll see how this closes. Not today, but I guess we'll check it on maybe Sunday or Monday. Definitely Monday, but Sunday we'll see where it closes, and we'll be able to fix this accordingly. But let's keep on looking. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Oh, this is the gap. Oh, this is still the gap. So in the 4 hour, it's a little bit different. Hold on. So I only want the visibility on the 12. Because it's going to be different on the 4 hour. The gap's going to be different because the candles close quicker. Okay, so the gap here would be from this candle, this wick, down to this one, because this already closed. So we have a gap here already confirmed. So we're going to make visibility 4 hours, 4 hours only. We'll make this check gap fill and lock it up. So it would say, if we do see on markets F or B, so it's in the red, and usually you want a long when it's green, short when it's red. Okay, see it's red. All right, there's shorting opportunities here. It's bearish on the 4 hour. Money flow green. Okay, it's more likely to go up. We're in the red. It went down. To have put a long in here, that it's on this trend and it's going to break out, and you're in the red is silly. It's stupid. But this is actually the play yesterday. Speaking of it, I was doing it on my phone last night. And I was like, oh, there it is. So the break would be, so this would have been the trend. Okay, this would have been the third confirmation. And then once it breaks it in this vicinity, I like it here. Once it breaks here, it's a wrap. We're going down. So I was looking at Tom Crown put up that he had a big gain, and he went down to like 22.1, and he wrote it all the way down. But he must have been watching when it broke, and he got in on that red line, and he waited for it to break through this trend line. He put a short in, and he watched it plummet. Okay, knowing that it was going to hit the other trend, this trend line from January. So touch, third touch. So now we have a third touch on that trend. There's too much going on here. This one's gone. This is what we're sticking with right there. Okay. And we have now on the 4 hour a gap that needs to be filled. Okay. So this would be our potential. Wait, hold on a second. I want to fix something here. This here. Oh, this was the golden pocket I put up from before. I don't think I want it on the 4 hour. I want to put 6 to 8. Okay. That's better. I was like, why is it so clogged up? So we have a possible trend this way now, right? This could be our downward. The top end of this trend line. Actually, no, that can't be it. I take it back, guys. I take it back. Oh, I find that interesting. We broke out. Where's the top? Maybe it's more of a channel. You know what I like to do? Let me lock this. Let me change it to, I don't want, yeah, I want it on days. Yeah, 1 to 6, that's fine. The big trend lines I like to keep. I like to do it this way. Because I have the other one locked, it locked this. You know, maybe we do have maybe it's a channel that we're looking at. I just don't like when it has but you know what, let's set this, let's go to the, on this, let's go to the daily, let's take a look. Yeah, so the golden pocket belonged here. And this I want to put on the weekly. Or higher days. Let's go 3 and higher on that. Okay. So now, yeah, so on the 4 hour we sort of closing above this trend line. But on the daily now it's just wicks, which I feel better about. So maybe it's something like this. Maybe this is our channel that we're trading inside of now. Let's go back to the 4 hour. Yeah, so maybe this is more of the channel we're in. Yeah, I'm going to subscribe to that, guys. Let's put this here. Let's lock that. Yeah, I like that better. So we're going to look for a long. So for me, I'm going to look at the market type for B. I'm going to try and see for a momentum dot. We're going to get a big green dot. It's going to happen. Anytime it passes this negative 60 line, once it pinches, once the two waves, the light blue and the dark blue pinch, that's when you're going to see this signal. You can see it here. You can see it here again. So at that point, I think we're going to be looking for long and to see this gap fill. That would be my suggestion. That would be a play, not financial advice, potential, something to keep an eye on. Damn commercials. Let's go down. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Everything's still so bearish, man. Ugh. My eyes always get drawn right to the red. Money flow. Red. Got the green dot here. Let's check and see for that gap on this side. So we had the green dot flash already here. So it's inch down. So we have it on the 3 hour. See, it pinched over. We got the green dot. So we're waiting for it to go on the 4 hour now. So it should happen. There's an hour left on this candle. I mean, it's possible it can happen here. We could see the price has to probably go up a little bit more, which it is right now, to 23,397. If it goes up a little bit more, we'll see potentially the green dot flash, and it could confirm. It can happen quick. So yeah, maybe we want to make sure we have an alert. I think I have 4 hours set up. I have 4 hours set up on. I have the 4 hours set up crossing down. BTC. No, don't need that one. Possible. Yeah, big green dot. Okay, so that's set up. So the alarm will go off if we do get it while I'm broadcasting live. I didn't realize the market's open. That's why the stocks are getting a little freaky. Okay. So yeah, we're going to check for that gap. And this gap actually should be pretty similar straight down. Let's do one for that. Let's do the 3 hour. We'll do the 4 hour. We'll do the hourly. It's even bigger on this one. Wowzers. So it's from the top, the tippy top. Look at that. Boom. Boom. And same thing. Hours 1 to 4. Nope, we're going to do it 1 to 3. Let's do 1 to 3. So it's covered the rest of the way from 1 to 4 then, because we have on its own one on 4, and then 1 through 3 we'll have the same one from the hourly. We'll put text check gap fill. Right, and we'll lock it so we don't mess around with it. So yeah, so I'm saying it's going to go up. So maybe this trend line is where it hits its head. You know, maybe 23.3 would be a good spot to get out. Actually, I have a, so we go from the top to the bottom here, and we change it to the, no, I hate when I make mistakes. From the top here to this candle to here, and we change it to not falling wedge targets, premium discount. So yeah, so anywhere in this red, we would say that there would be a good time to put a long. And then anywhere in the green would be a good spot to put a short. Okay, so this would be a good exit. Okay, I would probably put the exit somewhere. For me, depending on how long it takes for it to start moving, I put my stop loss somewhere around 23,253. Not stop loss, take profit. Okay, and the entry, you would put your stop loss below. What line is it at? 22,000. Just pretty much 22,000 even. Okay, you'd put your stop loss. So let's see. I hate that I don't have my saved. See, everything's starred too, and I can't. I wish I had my. I wish I had my tool set, my toolbar. Yeah, I'm just at a. I'm at a loss right now, guys. So yeah, you would put your entry. Let's say your entry is right here, right? So you did it right now. Your stop loss, I would put like somewhere like here, and then you take profit. You know, you'd want to, somewhere in this area would be a good spot. So that might be a play right now in the hourly to catch a ride on that gap fill, especially when it's calling for bottoms. Momentum's facing up. The VWAP is pointing up. It's possible. We have RSI is kind of curling, but it seems interesting. But let's look at a couple other charts now. I wanted to go to the daily. I'm going to move on. Let's look at Dixie, the dollar. How's it doing today? Coming down a little bit on the daily, a little bull hammer. That's always good, right? When you want it to come down. We want the dollar to come down. Dollar coming down would mean that, maybe we got a wise. I'm going to try to be as bearish as I can, guys. Maybe we got a little rising wedge here. maybe we can have it fall down. That'd be nice. Yeah, it looks pretty bullish, to be honest with you. The money flow, it's curling in. The VWAP is pointing up. I mean, we would only hope if this was Bitcoin, I'd be putting a long in. I'd be so happy right now. If Litis curling right in, money flow right out, it's going to go into the green. Yeah. Look, the last time it went into the green. Let's take a look. let's see. Well, last time I went into the green, it rallied. It rallied from $90 to, it went out of the green. Well, the all-time high was 114. So that's one thing, and that was after it curled up, almost similar to what it's doing right now. Look, it's almost identical. Look at here, and then look at here. The only thing we can hope is that it gets rejected off that zero line and starts to come down. But hopefully, let's leave this up here. This little rising wedge. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Let's look for. Actually, let's do a couple things. I hate that it does that. I don't know why I have such an issue with this. So the golden pocket, we're definitely below it. It's finding support right there. It looks at the 236 area, which is pretty strong. You can see we had some trouble here. Broke down below. Tested, came back up. But we might have on the daily. No, see the gap is even filled. Look, filled it on the way up. Boom, bang down. Got it done. It's pretty crazy, those gaps, right? They get filled. Let's take a look at Silvergate. That was the one that I wanted to talk about today. It's going down even more. It's tanking today. It's at $5 right now. Look at this gap here. Look at the gap. So there's an indicator I found. It's called the imbalance detector. I have it set for volume imbalances, which, to be very honest with you, I don't know too much about, but it just picks out the opening gaps. Red being bearish. I made it red. It was blue. Red being bearish, green being bullish. Okay, and then it gives you the percentage of how many times it gets filled. So on Silvergate, when it's bearish, it gets filled 89%. On the bullish, it gets filled 100%. So there's an 89% probability that this gap gets filled on the way up. But it's at $5, and the news on it is terrible. And it's tanking right now. It's not going in the right direction to fill the gap. So that seems pretty interesting. Bullish, it fills 100% though. So if you see a gap, get in and out. Cool indicator. Very cool indicator. Which is actually going to bring us to Costco. Okay. And like I was saying before, my friend bought into Costco, and I was going to tell him I don't think it's a good idea. Bullish direction stays bullish. Opening gap is going to fill. It's going to go back down. Okay. Which, as you can see, I just did this for him this morning. So on the daily, it already bounced off of 465. That's pretty interesting. I told him about this area. I'm on the daily, right? Yeah, I told him this. Wow. So in the green here would be the gap that needs to be filled, and it just filled it. I was warning him of this too. Okay, so this is Costco. The frequency happens pretty frequent. Bullish gets filled 89%, bearish 100%. So this yesterday was a gap, and it got filled, boom, and then it just kept on going in the direction it was going. Here's a gap right here. It got filled on the way up. That's interesting, right? So this is the daily. It took a few days, but it got done. There's an opening gap right here, actually. So 89% of the time, these get filled. So, actually, I have a trend line here, too. Opening gaps get filled less. But it did. It came back down and filled this one here. It didn't fill this one. This one almost got filled. Almost. It doesn't have to fill it always, and it doesn't have to fill it fully. This one hasn't been touched yet. So yeah, so maybe we see something down to 458 because this is the trend we have here. But I gotta tighten this up. I did this once again. This was done on my phone. Let's tighten this bad boy up on Costco. Pretty interesting though. This would be a good spot for a long. If it was, I guess, a reversal. It's a symmetrical triangle though. They usually break up. Let's get rid of this for a second. Yeah, that's interesting. I gotta let him know. There is a gap here. And Tesla was the other one. So I was looking for the gap here. And last night I was toying with the idea of buying Tesla yesterday because it had a giant opening gap from the investor call that they had. So opened up with a giant gap, as you can see here. Big gap. Actually, it opened up at 186, and it actually ended up with a green candle. And it's partially filled this gap. It's so close. Actually, it's about filled. Now it is. Yeah, it just about filled it. Pretty damn close. See this one here too. Look, see this wick down? Can you? Let me shut this off, so you can see a little bit better. So there was a gap here. This candle to this candle. This one wicked down and almost did. And I put an alert to see if it actually hit the candle exactly. But yesterday I was like, oh, you know what? I should get in because it was at 190. I was like, oh, it's probably going to go up. I was going to put a stop, a take profit or sell order. Should have did that. Whatever. And then part of it also is with the gaps. The gaps on the. They talk about the gaps on the weekly candle with Bitcoin and the CME futures, which is what we're looking at right now. So there is a gap here around 19.5 to 20,009. So they talk about this gap getting filled. This is the one that everyone talks about on CME. But also on the way down, there's gaps that need to be filled. What's interesting is on Bitcoin, it fills 74% of the time bullish, 88% of the time. So the numbers aren't as strong. Bearish, it fills 88% of the time, so it's a little bit stronger. And that's that $28,000 area. And then 35, obviously. 35 is the big one. You could see it bouncing in that area a bunch. Let's take a look at S&P. So this is, let's put a little, I want to see the golden pocket. Pretty interesting, right? See it having trouble right here. Support going up, finally broke through, big movement to the downside. And now you see it bumped its head here. And then bumped its head hard. Man, it went down. But now it looks like it's, see we have a movement. S&P. We don't want the S&P to crash. If it crashes, it's not good for crypto. Okay? So we're going to have a downward movement like this, almost like steps. Okay? And we want higher high. This would be the reversal. Okay? So we're going to have crash down. Oh, you can't see with the orange. No, yellow's not going to work either, right? Yellow will work. You guys are going to have to live with it. So we're going to have up, then down, up, So we have a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, but then a higher low, a higher high, and now we want to see a bounce here, which also puts us in the area of the trend line. Okay? So this would be the trend. Okay? And we want to see a bounce in this area because then there would be a reversal out of the downtrend. Okay? So people are calling this a dead count bounce. I don't think so. We already have a lower low, a higher low. We have a higher high. Now we're just looking for a higher low, and then maybe another higher high, and then get us the hell out of here. The next crucial point would be when we hit that 43.16. That area is going to be tough. Obviously, we fell through it, in dramatic fashion. It was weeks of down. Okay, let's turn market side for A on. So so now we got a bull dot. Okay, looks a little bit bearish on the way up. Maybe, this could be it. Maybe, we want this to turn around. We don't want, we don't want the S&P to crash out. That would be, it would not be good. Let's take a look at, what was the other one I wanted to see? Oh, Matic. Let's take a look at Matic. Let's go down to the daily. So this is the trend I had previously, which is not good. We don't have any touch points. All right, let's fix this. I wonder why I did it that way. That's why I started using the text, because I could put myself notes. I could leave myself notes, little breadcrumbs to figure out what the hell I was up to when I was plotting. So we're on the daily. I want to move this up. Yeah, I want to move this up. And widen it out. Hold on, why is this so far? I want to put this here. And here. So so there we go. Let's lock it. So later on when I'm messing around on my phone, I'm not moving things around. Coordinates, visibility, we're just going to make it for days and not weeks. Just for days 1 through 6. There we go. All right, so this is the channel. So for Matic, actually looking for a move to the downside, we want to get that third touch point, kind of like what Bitcoin did already, right? So Bitcoin on the daily, all right, just gave us our third touch point. Okay, looking for something similar with Matic. Okay, so with that being said, we'll be a little proactive. Let's drop down to the 4-hour, kind of like what Bitcoin did, right? Let's see if there is any pattern or something we can be looking for it to be breaking out of. So it's definitely a trend here, I think. I'm going to make sure I'm on regular. Here to here. No, I don't like that. Nah. See, the trend would be here. It would be in this area, and it would be getting through and then breaking back down into it. And then we'd have a bunch of touch points. So this would be actually the breakout here. Breakout down, confirmed on the 4-hour. Try it again, and now it's just heading down. It's in the red. VWAP is pointing up. See, this is a little, I'm not really too confident in this one, to be honest with you guys. On the daily, oh, I gotta fix this. this I just want on the hours. We'll go 1 to 12. Nope. Why did this move? I didn't put it just like that. Am I cracking up right now? Did I just do that? Guys, did I just get freaky on you guys? We do have 3 touch points. Matic for the daily. Am I like losing my mind? I have to rewatch this video. I have to go back and watch this. Because I think I don't know what the hell I just did. There's multiple touch points on the bottom. And we touched it already. So what the hell am I talking about? I just said I got to go back and look and see. No, multiple touch points, and it just touched the same way Bitcoin did. I think I'm losing my mind, guys. With that being said, guys, please take a moment, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on Sunday at the weekly close. Actually, before we leave, let's take a look at the weekly for Bitcoin. I want to look at one more thing before we depart. Let's turn market cipher A back on. All right, so market cipher A actually has the red dot now. So it would be a bearish pattern. We did see it over here, but we didn't get the green bull dot. So something to keep in mind. Ribbons are pinching. All right, guys, I will see you guys on Sunday at 7 o'clock. And then next week, every day. Monday, actually, no. I won't be here on Monday, but I'll be here on Sunday, 7 o'clock. Have a great weekend, and make sure you like and subscribe.